Welcome to Equipment Zone. I'm Amy, and today we're going to go through a full demonstration of the Epson F1070 printer and Garment Creator 2 software. Loading a shirt is very simple. We're going to raise the lid, place the shirt on our platen, put it in position. That. Place our hoop down. Make sure it's nice and flat. We'll close the lid and we'll go right over to the software. So now we're going to open Garment Creator software from Epson. And as you can see, the blue line represents the image area. Going to open our file. Garment Creator software will accept PNG, TIFF, bitmap, and JPEG files. So now you can see it's centered in the image area. We're going to choose on the right side that we're using a dark colored t-shirt or a light colored t-shirt, which would be the white one, or a black colored t-shirt using garment black. That means it will not lay down any black ink. It will use the black of the shirt to save in ink costs. We're going to go back to the dark color. Now, when I click on this, I can make it larger or smaller according to how I'd like it to print. I can go all the way to the edge, or I can make it small. I can move it. Let's say if I'm doing a pocket, I'm going to bring it all the way up now to the edges. There we go. So what we're going to do now is pick our print levels. So we're going to print at level 3. There are 4 levels that can be chosen. There are different settings here that will be taught to you during your training. We're going to choose the ink density of the white. We're going to put that at 15, just as a starting point. And we also have other plans here where we can do the white management, which would be for underbase, and reducing the white, which is also known as choking. There are also settings where you can change saturation, brightness, the striking, a red level, green and blue levels. So you do have some color settings that you can play around with. In layout, you're going to choose the platen. As you can see, I've chosen the 10x12 platen, which is used for the F1070. There is also the ability to put a 7-inch by 8-inch platen on that printer, or a sleeve platen. So you can see that it sets it differently. We're going to go back to the 10x12 platen. Then you can change position, you can rotate it, you can flip it, whatever you want to do, you can do here. There are also color replacement tools, so you can add color to it, change color, and you can do that very easily. Another nice feature of Garment Creator 2 software is the ability to add type. So we double click and we come over to our letter here, and we can type in any words that we like, such as cactus. We can move that down, and we can also change the color if we like. So if we want our cactus to be nice and orange or red, we can also change the size of it. This comes in handy if you're printing the same job, but you want to customize it, perhaps with different people's names or different dates. You can simply do it this way, and then you can save all of these images to a USB drive, and then just walk over to the printer, plug in the USB drive, and print. So you don't have to do each individual one at the software. It's a really nice feature if you're going to be doing this after hours, or you just want to load up 15 or 20 different images. So now we're ready to print. So I sent the file to print from the computer, and once it works its way over to the printer, we're going to hit the start button. Now you can see that the printer is coming into position. The print head is right on the side here. The lights go on, and then it begins to print. Now, while it's printing, let me talk a little bit about some of the other features of the Epson F1070. It's a really compact design, so it's easy to fit into just about any space, whether you've got a home office or a spare bedroom, or it's in the front of a quick print shop, retail with a big glass window. Any environment that is easy, this printer will definitely fit into. The printer comes with a 1-year warranty. Epson is known for their warranties, and I think you're going to find this to be a very reliable printer. The other thing you may or may not have noticed, the printer has what they call automatic height adjustment, and that is going to help bring it just to that point where you get a nice, sharp, clear image. It comes in very handy when you're making a film transfer. So as you can see, it's going to lay down the white underbase first, and after it does, it will then go back and it will lay down the CMYK color on top of that. The plexiglass which surrounds the printer makes it very easy to watch the progress, and it will draw a lot of attention if you have this in a retail site, maybe a kiosk in a shopping mall or a retail store in downtown America. After it finishes laying down the white ink, it's going to lay down the CMYK ink. The lights go on, the print head goes into position, and it begins. I really like this printer because I think that it's going to open up a lot of opportunities for companies that are already either doing embroidery or screen printing, or even commercial print houses, people with solvent printers or even photo printers. It's a great addition to give a client a garment with a hat or with a decal or with a poster. So it all goes together in one graphic environment. The colors are nice and vibrant because it does use the Ultra Chrome DG2 inks, CMYK and white. And the Epson print head is known to be the best quality in the industry. The Precision Core print head is everything you'll need to give you really good, sharp images. Now it's finishing up. Once it's finished, the print head will move back to its resting position. And what's really neat here is you'll see after it's finished, it will close the door and go back into its resting spot. And now it's done. And it tells you right here the printing is complete. So we're going to remove the hoop, take out our shirt, nice and vibrant, and then we're going to place it on our heat press. We're going to put a piece of parchment paper in between the platen and the shirt. And we're going to give that 90 seconds. In this case, it's at 338 degrees because it is a 100% ring spun cotton shirt. We're using the Max Press here from Hotronics. And here's our final dried shirt. So we've printed a shirt in the Epson F1070 printer. Now we're going to print a piece of film that can be used as a transfer to many different substrates. So what we're doing is we're putting a piece of film right on the platen, and we're just holding it in place with a couple of pieces of tape. We'll close the lid, and we'll go right over to the software. Now we're back at the Garment Creator 2 software, and it's a very simple process to make a film transfer using the Garment Creator 2 and the Epson F1070 printer. We merely click on film. It automatically reverses it, as you can see. And we have different films for garment black, white, and standard. As I showed before for shirts, it's very similar. So what we're going to do now is we're going to hit the print button. While the printer is getting ready to receive the image from the computer, I want to show you some of the other features of the printer. First, we have the inks. So the inks come in very easy to use, easy to load packs. These are 250 milliliter packs, environmentally friendly, very easy to dispose of, and they sit right in these slots. You have white, you have a cleaning fluid, black, yellow, magenta, and cyan, and the maintenance liquid there. As I mentioned earlier, there is a port right here for a USB drive. So any number of files can be loaded in Garment Creator onto a USB drive, and then you can just come right over here and put it in there, and then just stand here and feed your shirts and be working all day. The file is now ready to be imaged on the film, so we're very simply going to hit the start button. If you notice, you can see the platen rising, and you see it adjusting. You will see the printhead starts to move and gets ready. The automatic height adjustment is going to assure that you get a very sharp print, whether you're printing directly on film or onto a garment. It's especially handy for film and also for heavier fabrics where there is high fibers. Film, we're going to lay down the CMYK ink first, and then we're going to put the white on top. Printing on a piece of film uses less ink than printing on a garment, so the cost savings will be there as well. What's nice about the lights is that, of course, it never happens to me, but you can actually see if you've made a mistake with your file, and you can easily cancel it instead of waiting for it to be completed and then discovering that there's a problem. On the control panel, you have periodic cleaning, which can be set. You have maintenance cleaning. As you can see, it is set at 1 hour 58 minutes in this case. You have the automatic platen gap. The platen size, it tells you have the small platen. It tells you what the print mode is. Here's what's interesting. It tells you the temperature and the humidity. So from an environmental standpoint, if you're comfortable, the printer is comfortable. 45% humidity is just about perfect, and 80 degrees is about the highest you want to go in a printing environment. Now we can see the white laying down. I also want to point out the back of the printer while you're watching this. It's straight on the back, which means it can be pushed up against a wall. There's just the one power cable, and if you are connecting via USB, the USB cable is conveniently located by the power outlet. Therefore, you can go straight up against a wall and save on space. The printer moves back to its home position. And the cover is put back on, and printing is now complete. I would also like to point out part of the nice new design of this printer is that on the sides of the printer, there are actually slots. So when it does come out of the box, you can actually put your hand in here to lift it and place it on a table very easily. It's really been redesigned to make it very easy to work with. Now that the printing is finished, we're going to go to the powder stage. You can very easily place this in a tray and put a spoonful of powder and shake it off yourself. However, we have our new Easy Shake that we'd like to use because it's quick and it's clean. So we're going to come over to the Easy Shake. And we're going to adjust the tabs. There's a ruler here. So I'm going to bring that to 12 for 12 inches. And we'll put it out here. And we're going to place our film. Close the door. Release the powder. And shake. Now your film is ready to be dried. Now that we have automatically powdered the film, we're going to put it in the Easy Cure 12 dryer, nice desktop dryer. And we're going to close the lid, turn it on, and in under 1 minute, we're going to have dry film ready for pressing. The automatic exhaust fan will capture the steam as it comes out from being dried. And now we're done. And there you have. Ready to be pressed. So we have our film, which we have powdered and dried, and now we're ready to press. So I thought we would try a canvas bag to show you some of the other options for DTF. We're going to place the canvas bag down here on our heat press. And we're just going to place this and try to center this. Our parchment paper. And we're going to do this for 30 seconds. This is a canvas, so it's a cotton base. Time, of course, is going to vary based upon the substrate that you're pressing on. You could be pressing on polyester. You could be pressing on wood, all kinds of substrates. We've pressed on leather. We've pressed on cardboard. So the things you can do with the printer, really, with film, it's endless. It's only limited by your imagination. So I'm lifting. And I'm going to bring it over here where I can peel it. We're using our Easy DTF Pro Hot Peel film here. It's available in sheets for the F1070. It's also available in larger sizes if you have the 2270 and you're looking to get the 1070 as a mate. And of course, it comes in rolls as well for our line of EasyJet printers. Very simply comes off. And now we're going to do a second press. And we're going to use a piece of buckram. We're going to do it for we're going to do this one, let's say, for about 10 seconds. And the buckram is going to soften the hand feel, and it will also take away the gloss. And that is our DTF on the tote bag. Thank you for attending our demonstration of the Epson F1070 dual DTG DTF printer, along with the Epson Garment Creator 2 software, our Easy Shake powder shaker, our Easy Cure desktop oven, and the Hotronix Max 15-inch heat press. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got all the information you need, but if not, please contact us at either equipmentzone.com or you can call us at 800-408-0040. Thank you for attending.